Welcome back to the 12 Points live stream. We're about to go live right here on Facebook and YouTube, and you're joining us. Your show starts right now. It's actually not going to start right this second, but
we have a few minutes.
Got to put an intro on there somehow. We have it's 5 minutes to the hour. Our show starts right at the top of the hour, straight up and down, 6 o'clock in the evening on Sunday, following Roundtable. And it's the usual hosts here, Phil, Alex, and Daniel. We'll get started in just a minute. But if you're just joining us, drop a shout out or a comment down below, and we'll get started with the show here in just a second. It's a luau, and we want you to think warm and happy thoughts. I'll tell you, this was a terrible idea. I'm freezing. My studio, has the vents closed, and so it's not heated in here. I'm freezing right now. But anyway, I thought maybe that little island shot, does that kind of warm things up a little bit?
Yeah, makes me feel warm. Zen right there.
How's everybody's weekend going?
Amazing.
Yeah, it's been great so far.
So, Phil, I have to apologize to our OA friends. I had to miss the banquet last night. I was not feeling too great at the beginning of Saturday.
Yeah, it was. We missed having you there, but it was a really great banquet. We had about 180 people up Rainy Mountain yesterday.
Yeah,
that's phenomenal.
A few people text me and said, "Thought you were going to be here." I had to lay out. I just was not feeling good in the morning, and I didn't want a chance that I was getting maybe sick there. But I don't know. I crammed a bunch of vitamins. Chris Kirkpatrick says, "Aloha" from Pack 544 and 501. So Appalachia is in the house. Welcome to the show, Chris. There we go.
Always representing well.
We're about to go live here in just a few minutes, folks. If you're just joining us, drop that shout out down in the comments, just like Chris did, and we'll get you on. If you have any questions about the upcoming events that we're going to talk about today from the opening slide, this is a great time to ask. And these are some typical activities that we're going to talk about today that we don't normally talk about. So, or they just don't get a lot of, they don't get a lot of airtime. Not a lot of questions and answers out there for you, other than if you're at Roundtable specifically. But we're here on the show. And if you ask us a question, we're going to answer it live on the show to the benefit of all of our viewers. The 12 Points live stream broadcasting monthly from your Facebook feed and live on our YouTube channel, reminding you to like and subscribe and click that bell for notifications. Join us on our YouTube channel for more tips, tricks, and best practices as we continue to provide more tutorials, adventure videos, a glimpse of Scouts in action all spring and summer, brought to you by the Scouts of the Northeast Georgia Council, young people on a mission seeking adventure and connecting to the timeless values of scouting. Join us throughout the year. Let's get this show started, right, guys? Welcome to the show, everybody. And there's my buddies Phil and Alex, and we're live. And it's just about, I think we should just go ahead and get started. So just about straight up 6 o'clock.
Works for me.
Yeah. So if you're just joining us, drop that shout out down in the comments right now and let us know you're here. We know that Chris is here. We just flashed that one up a second ago. But let us know you're here. We've got prizes on the show today. We have prizes, right, Phil?
We got prizes.
Okay, we've got prizes, and that's coming up probably in the first or second slide. So stay tuned and stay with us. Drop those comments down in the and the shout outs down in the comments below right now on today's show. It's warm up with a luau. It was just something that Alex and I thought of
as we were freezing talking what was it, Thursday? Yeah,
and it was freezing in our office. So anyway, it's time to think warm thoughts, and we're going to put your mind to it with some more springy and summery type of activities coming up. Some of them are actually kind of wintry. But anyway, it's a luau, and I'm wearing an Aloha shirt here. Is Phil, is that as aloha as it gets on the
It's as low as we get down here. Yeah.
Rose says, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, by the way.
Hey, Rose, Happy New Year.
Thanks for joining us on the show today. We do have 12 points, 12 upcoming activities that we wanted to talk about, but plus answering your questions throughout the show. And so we're going to get right into it as soon as I can get the show back up here. Starting with point number 1 today, Camp Rainy Mountain. Phil?
I mean, it's hard to believe that we're already in 2024 and we're less than 6 months away from getting kicked off with our 70th anniversary. We still have spaces for your troops. We have a lot of really exciting stuff coming up this summer. Our directors are hard at work planning and plotting out their year. We'd love to have your troop out there. If you guys are still looking for a summer camp home, we do personal visits to either troop meetings or we'll come jump on Zoom with your troop. We can tell you all the exciting stuff that we have coming up. And if you have any scouts that are 14 years or older, we are right in the middle of interviews right now. Our next one is coming up this Saturday and coming at the Horizon Christian Academy from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. So if you have any scouts that are interested in joining our team for 2024 and being part of that 70th anniversary staff, please make sure to have them fill out an application. They can sign up on that link right there on that title page. We'd love to have them.
Yep, let's flash that one back up there. Just in case you missed it, it's going to be on just about every show from here till summer starts. It's our 70th anniversary, and we're celebrating in a big way. That's why that is it's the furthest thing away, but it is clip number 1 for the night. And Phil, speaking of Camp Rainy Mountain, one of HMTD's finest, Bryce French, says, "Hey, Phil Nichols."
One of our fantastic staff alumnus right there.
Hey, Bryce. So welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. If you're live with us, drop your comments, questions down in the, that's how this show works. And we'll just keep it moving. Now back to the slides. And this one, I left these ones in there, just a glimpse of summer camp and hoping you'll
small snapshot of what we do and what we accomplish at our camp.
Look at all those people in the stands there with that big fire. So that I put my hands out here like that, try to warm up a little bit, and then that's a shot of them singing songs around the campfire up in Cleveland campsite. Anyway, 70th anniversary. It's a big celebration. We're excited about it. And Rose says, "Will there be more than one interview session in Cumming, Georgia?"
We're just doing one in person, but if you have a scout that maybe can't attend one of our interview sessions, we do have Zoom options available where your scout can jump on a Zoom interview with our directors, and we could absolutely talk to them that way as well.
Okay, so that's a good question. So not more than one in person incoming, but they can do any of the sessions in via Zoom, just to answer that one real quick. All right, next up. Now this one doesn't. This one actually gives me the chills a little bit because I have been to Winterfest in Gatlinburg when it snowed, either when we were going there or on the way home, creating travel havoc. But anyway, February 9th through 12th. Phil, tell us a little more about Winterfest.
Yeah, man. For Winterfest, is for your older scouts as well. It's a really cool, it's a unique camping experience. Scouts from not only our council, from across the Southeast are going to be gathered in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, doing a lot of really cool competitions. If you have an Explorer post, it's a must-attend event for the year for any of your exploring programs. We've got competitions for fire, police, hospital, and more. You want to make sure to check that out. Lots of really cool competitions for your older scouts as well. Lots of really awesome opportunities at Winterfest.
Yes. All right. And let's see, back to the luau. Just gonna put that up there. Phil, is it time for a prize giveaway yet? Or I'm trying to slide it in somewhere. I didn't really script it this time.
Yeah, no, I've got a prize ready to go right here, Daniel.
Oh, okay.
What do you think? What do you think in the comments for this awesome tumbler we've got right here? What do you think? Nice. What should we comment for our fans for this week?
I'm gonna say favorite activity at CRM.
That's a great one. Favorite activity at CRM. Drop it in the comments, and the first one to comment will get this fantastic tumbler.
Drop that down in the comments right now, along with your shout out. Let us know your pack number and what district you're from, and just so we know. And Phil, hold that up right in the center so everybody can see what we're looking at here. So it is it is a tumbler there, big
Really
one that
nice
fits in the
tumbler.
cup holder, but holds a lot of drink. And so if you've got your shout out ready to go, it's time to win a prize, a pretty pink cup from Phil. And that'll help you think warm thoughts. You need something to keep your drink cold all day long. What's your favorite activity? Is it a merit badge class, a specific one like swimming or canoeing or environmental science or nature or wilderness survival? Is it going whitewater rafting with your troop? Is it Thursday? What is the Thursday free
range Thursday?
Free Thursday.
Thursday event? Is there a specific free range Thursday event? Chris Kirkpatrick says water activities, canoe, kayak, etc. And those are my favorite activities, by the way. But you didn't win. Sorry. Thanks for being on the show, though. Rose, big winner of the day, Scoutmaster belly flop. And we got more belly flop videos coming up for you, too.
Belly flop is hard to beat. It's a ton of fun.
So funny. Rose, big winner of the day. Rose takes the cup. And so, Rose, the belly flop is our YouTube channel's #1 most viewed topic. And we have several. But several that have been viewed in the thousands. If you want to know how
people love a good belly flop.
I think the #1 video on our YouTube channel is one of the belly flop videos with like 11,000 views.
Yeah. It's incredible.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Stay tuned and stay with us. We'll have more prizes as we go along. But think warm thoughts. The first thing's coming up. I think next is our Advance-oramas.
Oh, yeah.
Phil, I want to say thanks for putting this page together. It's actually, if you go to the QR code there, that will link you to a page that has all of the available Advance-oramas upcoming and future ones listed all on the page there. And actually, what I was going to do is just share that screen real quick. Yeah. And let me just share it so I can show you where it is. Can everybody see that as I'm scrolling?
Look at that. Yep.
Scroll down there, and we're looking at this gray square here. Upcoming Advance-oramas. Click on that guy right there. Did that bring up that page? I can't tell what everybody sees.
It's still on the title page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see here. So let's let me stop sharing that page. All right, and then little walk through, little hop along through here, and then let's go here.
Yeah, it is a great resource because just because you live in a certain district doesn't mean you have to go to that one's Advance-orama. You can go to any districts at any point.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, and they all offer different merit badge opportunities. If you don't know what an Advance-orama is, by the way, it's one merit badge in one day, a great gathering in the wintertime, and a lot of times they offer merit badges that you can't get at summer camp or that are hard to find merit badge counselors for, unique merit badges. Throughout a long list on each one of these. Coming up first, Sweetwater, January 27th. It's that last Saturday in January. That's the next one up. And that's going to be at Shiloh High School.
Our smallest Advance-orama has about 15 merit badges offered. Our largest, I think, has almost 30.
Yeah, I think it's either going to be Sweetwaters or Appalachians. They're huge. Yes. Chattahoochee on January 20th. At Chestatee Middle School, that's actually over near Scoutland. If you know where that is, then you'll be able to find the Chattahoochee Advance-orama. Currahees is at Clarksville First United Methodist Church on February 17th, and then rounding it out, Appalachies at Central Gwinnett High School, probably the oldest running Advance-orama in the council. Did you go to the Central Gwinnett Advance-orama when you were younger, Phil?
I sure did. Every single February, I was there. It was a tradition like no other.
And before it was Appalachia and Sweetwater, when it was just Alcovy, that is where we had it. And Rose says, I didn't see Etowah listed. Neither did I, but we'll get that. We'll get that one up on the website. I think that we're awaiting details on that as well. Rose, do you know the date for the Etowah Advance-orama? Let's flash it up here if you do. post that down in the comments, and we'll make sure that our viewers right now will know when it is. But anyway, those are upcoming, and they'll be listed on the Advancerama page for all of the Advanceramas upcoming in the winter and spring. So if anybody knows when the Etowah District's spring Advancerama is.
Etowah's is the 24th of February.
Okay, all right, same as Appalachia's then. And so we'll make sure that gets updated on your website for registration purposes. So, all right, let's move on. I just sprinkled in some palm trees throughout here to make y'all feel good
every time I see it too.
the show today. Chris Kirkpatrick asks, what leader training is available at the Appalachia Advancerama? I can answer that. I know that we'll have Den leader training for Cub Scout leaders, and then we'll also have a Scoutmaster and Assistant Scoutmaster specific at Advancerama. If you want to take any one of those and you don't see the registration, you can just email Daniel. I'll throw my email up here at the end to let me know that you want to come and take that. There's no fee for that unless you want to buy lunch. Then you got to do that when you sign up with your troop. So good question there. Rose confirms, or Rose says Etowah is 323. Is that
was Chris?
Or Chris says that. We'll check to make sure that that's right. But anyway, it'll end up on that page. And actually, I'll back the slide. It's going to end up on this page right here, so you'll know right away just as soon as possible. Okay, Rose. And Rose says thank you. And so, all right, that was Advancerama. Singularly focused, kind of like an Advancerama, right, Phil? This is a big event here. I never knew about this one. This is kind of new to me.
Yeah, this is great. An opportunity for a scout to go work on the swimming merit badge out in Beaufort, Georgia. It can be really tough for some scouts to have access to a pool or a lake to swim in, but this has trained aquatics lifeguards teaching the swimming merit badge on January 27th. We do 3 of these over the course of the year, but the first one's coming up in just a couple weeks. There's a limited number of slots. I think there's only a handful left. So if you have a scout looking to get that swimming merit badge, make sure to jump on and get them signed up today.
I think if you go to this link, it actually tells you all of the swimming merit badge clinics that we're offering. I just put that one up because it's coming up right away, and I know that it's filling up fast. It will fill up, so you don't want to wait.
We've never not had it fill up. It always fills up.
Okay. All right. There you go. It will fill up, so do not wait. Swimming merit badge classes. The next one coming up January 27th at Gwinnett Swim, and pre-registration is required. No walk-ups for this class. Let's move on. And I apologize. I'm kind of bouncing around. I thought I got these in chronological order. I'm telling you, it's freezing in this studio today. I'm just getting warmed up here. So. All right, and the return of the Duty to God weekend at Camp Rainy Mountain, March 22nd through the 24th. There's your link right there. Phil, tell us a little more about this one here.
Yeah, Duty to God. It's right in the Scout Law. It's a really important part of our scouting movement. It's an opportunity for your scouts to come up either as a family or as a den or a patrol or your whole unit to work on the Duty to God awards outside of their main rank advancement. It's a really good opportunity for a scout to get away, be at Camp Rainy Mountain, and really dig down to why Duty to God is so important.
Absolutely.
Really
actually, yeah, and actually, I was going to real quick just share the screen one more time to show you where that is on the website, because it can be a little difficult to find. So I'm just going to share that real quick. So when you follow that link, it's going to take you right here to Duty to God weekend, March 22nd through the 24th. It gives you some information. This is really important to note, that it gives you information on which badge you need to sign up for or take, because it's different for different scouts in different faiths. It gives you a kind of a layout of the schedule here in the middle part of the page. And it tells you by grade. So if you're not sure what this is, scroll down, grade or age of student, and it tells you what the name of. For instance, if you're a 4th and 5th grader Catholic scout, you're taking Parvuli Dei. That is so there's different emblems for different scouts, and that helps you know, because not everybody knows what that is. So that's why I wanted to make sure I showed you that on the website there. Hopefully that helps. And we want you to join us for Duty to God weekend. Chris says Weeblos and AOL can usually complete aquanaut there as well during the swim courses.
It's the swim merit badge day, not a duty god weekend.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's back up real quick. Chris is talking about the swimming merit badge class day, and it does say that actually on that website. When you go there, it says Weeblos and Arrow of Lights welcome, so that you can take the aquanaut class as well. So very good. Thank you, Chris, for pointing that out. Chris, have you been to that swimming class before? But drop that one down in the comments too. I'm curious about that. But anyway, next up, Phil, this is your big moment here.
Oh, my big moment. Oh, boy.
Now, don't give it. Some of you have heard updates talk. If you're at Appalachia's Roundtable, we did a whole roundtable on this back in December. But the Cub Scout program updates are I'm very excited about this, Phil. But tell us about what's coming up in March here.
Yeah, coming up in March, for those who don't know, the Cub Scout program is getting a facelift for this coming scouting season, starting on June 1st of 2024. So we're going to be doing a 4-hour class on what the changes are, why they're so awesome, and ways that you can implement that on your den and at your pack. It's going to be on Saturday, March the 9th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. I'm really excited about it because I think these updates that we're doing the Cub Scouts is going to make it more fun, simple, and easy for all of our scout leaders and for our scouts.
Oh, I'm just like I've never been more excited about program changes than this. This one, to me, makes a lot of sense. It kind of brings everything in line for all grade levels, but also gives scouts an opportunity to work on something that's a little more age appropriate and less confusing for den leaders. I think going into this most recent program change, people said you had to always, one of the criticisms about the old programs that you had to relearn how to be a den leader every year. So now the new program, the way it's set up with the adventure loops and all, you don't necessarily have to learn how to relearn how to be a den leader from year to year, but it is a little confusing because they don't line up. And in this case, now it really comes full circle. Not only do you not have to relearn how to be a den leader, but everything lines up. So everything that we're trying to accomplish on the mission, that it can be done in the year that you start, whether it's tigers, wolves, bears, weeblos, etc. So a lot of good changes coming. I'm excited.
Very good changes. Yeah. So March 9th, big day. Go ahead and register, and we'll see you guys out there to hear about.
I think you can just show up to this, but register ahead of time so we know how many folks are coming. That's kind of important. And then just so we can put a good program together too. It's going to be a good live event. You'll see a couple of shorts of Phil. I'm still trying to make him famous on YouTube, talking about a few things. Might stir the Q&A a little bit. Bring your questions.
Watch out, Mr. Beast. We're coming for you.
That's right. Yeah. All right, Alex, it's your big moment now.
All right. Awesome. I got a couple things in a row here. So first and foremost, on March 15th to the 17th, we have Spring Fling for our bears and weebelows. And this is a bear and weebelow only camp out. So not a family camp out, not like spring family camping. And we are going to be, dare I say it, our theme. Gotta get them all.
Gotta get them all.
I don't want to get us taken down. But we're going to have
sort of imply what that theme is, right, guys?
Right. That text should give it away. But we're going to have multiple areas for your, essentially trail to scout. So you're going to learn some fire starting. You're going to learn some orienteering. You're going to learn a lot of the scout skills that you're going to need, but you're also going to have an opportunity to do every shooting sport. So archery, BB gun, and slingshot. So this is one of those fun activities where you actually get to do everything. You're not going to be limited to just one shooting sport. And we're looking forward to having some fun times at Scoutland this year.
All right. So, coming up soon, March 15th through the 17th is the Spring Fling event. And man, we're riding right through this show here. And I'm missing a couple things. Chris says completing Aquanaut in his AOL year gave him the confidence that he could earn the swimming merit badge. So that is
phenomenal.
Gosh, yeah.
That's
a lot of times parents or den leaders won't teach or go through the Aquanaut program because they're not comfortable teaching swimming or aquatics. This is coming from an aquatics director, by the way.
Mhm.
And so any chance you get to work with professional people that do aquatics for a living, you got to seize that opportunity, and you don't have to go
Yeah.
out and find them. There are events where this takes place. Those are the best times to utilize professional help in the water. So don't take on that task yourself. That it's a good one to
Always fill
learn
the gap.
how to do. Yep. And the guys that are doing this one, the swimming merit badge, they've been doing it for a little while, and they do a great job. So obviously that's a good testament to it. Thank you, Chris, for that comment.
Mhm.
And Rose says, "Cool." I think she means the three of us. Maybe she means the show.
I think so. Even though we're trying to be warm right now. So
Yeah, we're trying to warm. Yeah, we're trying to be warm. That's so okay. We'll keep going here. And you,
all right.
and Alex has outlaw race. What's
Yeah,
the
the
outlaw
outlaw
race?
race. All right. So for everyone who has been living under a rock the last couple of years, we've introduced the outlaw race to our council scout show. You get to race on the official Northeast Georgia Council track, and you quite literally get to do almost anything you want to your car. We have very few rules on this one. First and foremost is that the car can't be over a pound because we don't want to damage the track. You can't use anything other than gravity to move the car, so we can't use any model rocket engines
I want to
or
talk about
rubber
this for
band
just a
engines
second.
or
No
propellers.
propellers.
Yeah, we have to make sure that
How
we're
do you-
still here for the safety of the kids. We are inside the exhibit hall at the fairgrounds.
Is that?
And
I
then
wish.
the last rule is, or second to last rule, is you have to use dry lubricants. We can't use wet. Again, safety of the track, making sure we can use that for the actual Pinewood Derby race. And then the final rule is that it actually has to fit on the track. Outside of that,
So
the world is
weight.
your
If
oyster.
you tried to max out the weight,
yeah,
Alex,
you can
of
max out
1
the
pound.
weight.
Have you ever seen a 1 pound car before?
Oh, those things fly.
I mean, but I just can't imagine. How do you get 1 pound into that tiny block of wood? I just.
We had last year there was a person who put tungsten rods in the back of their car.
I
build it
want to
in.
see this. So
Yeah. So yeah, so the world is your oyster. Please stick to those rules though. Again, we don't want to break the track, but can you make the fastest car without any holds barred? I mean, that's really what it is, and that's what the outlaw race is for. And do know that this is open to everyone. So adults, parents, for your cubbies, if you're chomping at the bit because they're designing their car and they're doing what they want to do for fun, you can do the same thing. You can make a car for fun and race it in this outlaw race.
Well, I tell you, drop it down in the comments right now. Do you want to see Alex, Phil, or Daniel, or all three? Who do you want to see make a car and win in the outlaw race? I'll put my car in. If we get enough votes down here in the comments, I'll make a car.
I'll throw a car in.
It sounds like we're having a 12 points live stream host race is what it sounds like.
If you want to see the 12 points hosting team on the track at the outlaw race, put that down in the comments right now, and we will make that happen.
We will make that happen. Absolutely.
Oh man. So I'm trying to develop and build ideas for YouTube videos and tutorials. So videos like that, I think that would be entertaining.
That'd be fun.
Let us know down in the comments. We'll keep it moving here. Next up, Pinewood Derby race. This is the council championship race that we're talking about.
So again, this is happening at Scout Show in our main hall, and a little difference this year with the introduction of lions. We had to divide up the categories. So make sure you pay attention. There are now 3 categories: lion, tiger, wolf, and bear, and then Weeblos and AOLs. So we're opening it up. We're opening up the field. That way there's a few more opportunities for first, second, and third place for all 3 of those. And you have both the race, so you have speed, and design. All right, so make sure you get yourself to your district races, your what I'm going to call quarterfinals. That way they have an opportunity to make it to the Council Pinewood Derby race. You got to race them first at your pack. So make sure you're doing as much racing as possible.
Absolutely. And that kind of brings up a good point. Adam dropped in the comments here. Come get help cutting and designing Saturdays at the Scout Shop in Lawrenceville. We
Yes.
have cut days every Saturday at the Scout Shop. Yours truly, Daniel, will be at this Saturday's upcoming, bringing my bandsaw and helping Cub Scouts cut out their car all Saturday long. I think
Love
that's
it.
when I'm going to cut out my car too.
Very
And
nice.
viewers, if you're on the show and you make it to the Lawrenceville Scout Shop, you can help me decide what the design looks like. So join us for the championship race, but you got to be in your PAX race.
Yep.
Adam reminds
the
us that
district.
if you don't have a bandsaw at your house, come and borrow mine for the afternoon at the Lawrenceville Scout Shop any Saturday this month. And Adam brings his scroll saw and he'll help you cut out. He'll help teach new parents that have never done this before how to design and cut out your car so you can get ready for your Pinewood Derby race.
And while you're at it, cut out your outlaw car as well.
Yeah, or your outlaw car. And then when you get past that and you win your race, come sign up for the Council Pinewood Derby coming up at the Scout Show. We'll see you all there in at the Council Pinewood Derby Championship race. I'm excited about that too. So, speaking of which, let's talk about the Scout Show, Alex.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, Scout Show is the ultimate event for all scouts, whether you're a Cub Scout, you're in Scouts BSA, or you're an explorer or crew member. You get to have a lot of fun doing a lot of different crazy, wild things. You see on the slide here, we have the 2-stage rope bridge brought to you by Troop 576 out of Lawrenceville, Decula. They do a great job. For years now, we've also had the Possum River, which is a kayaking experience for our Cub Scouts, put on by Troop 504 right there out of Lilburn. We get to have a lot of fun. I know in years past, we've had catapults, we've had rope bridges, we've had bosun's chairs, not to mention a whole bunch of things that happen inside of our exhibit halls. Both the district, Sweetwater and Appalachia have their district quarterfinals there. But we also have, different groups inside showing off a myriad of different things. I can't even go into all of it right now. But this is a great opportunity to really see scouting and what organizations scouting can be supported by.
Yep. And then here's Rose. First thing Rose said was Pinewood Derby is so much fun. And then she said, I've never been to a Scout show.
Rose, you should come on out. You'll be a guest host for the day. You can have some fun at Scout Show.
We're going to broadcast live from the Scout Show too. So come get live with us at the Scout Show. Scout Show is a lot of fun. And so two things. If you've never been to one, it's an immense thing to see. But if you're a scouting unit that has a specific skill that your troop or your patrol is really good at, if you're a Cub Scout pack that's putting together a bear carnival and you have some spectacular games that you want to share, you can set up your own unit booth or display at the Scout Show. And we actually count on that to put on a great Scout Show. Every pack, every troop in this council should have a booth at the Scout Show. And we'll see you guys there. Let's keep going. Anything else you guys want to talk about with the Scout Show?
No, well, actually, real quick. With Spring Fling and with Scout Show, do know that we also are offering shooting sports training for Cub Scouts.
Oh yes, we should have had it. So I get a lot of questions about this. How do I get my guys trained? So Spring Fling and Scout Show are the first two opportunities this year that you'll have to get trained in Cub Scout shooting sports. That's really important. We're gonna actually talk more about that in a future show, but that is a thing to note, and we'll make sure that we've got a link down in the comments if you want to sign up for Cub Scout shooting sports training, because we do need more trained folks for Cub Scout shooting sports. We always need more help with that. So, all right, that's it on Scout Show. Let's talk Wood Badge. Who's up on Wood Badge here? Is that Phil?
I'll talk about Wood Badge.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Man, it is Scouting's premier adult leader training course. It's really great, not only for scouting, but you learn a lot of really good leadership opportunities. And ways to lead your group. It translates to your business, to your family. It's a really special opportunity. There's 2 weekend opportunities starting on April 19th to the 21st, and then weekend 2 is May 4th to the 5th. Rebecca Eaton is our course director for this year, and her team were actually out at Scoutland on Saturday doing the first training course to prepare the staff to get ready for all the participants. There's a ton of work that goes into this. You start Friday sharp at 7:30 in the morning,
Yep.
and it's 3 full days. You get done Sunday late in the afternoon, and then you're really busy that second weekend as well. But it's a really good opportunity if you want more training to take back to your units, to your business. It's a really great chance for you to explore those leadership opportunities.
Yep, that's right. Now, Wood Badge is important for every troop and pack to have the very best trained leaders. I think the best troops and packs in our council are ones that are led by Wood Badge trained leaders. I'll tell you what, I am a Bob White from SR 830. Phil, have you been to Wood Badge yet?
I'm a Buffalo, a good
All
old
right.
Buffalo too.
Yeah, Buffaloes.
Alex, have you got those beads also? Or?
I do actually, and I got 3 of them.
Oh yeah, okay.
But I'm not a local one.
That's all right. Hey, the Wood Badge is a worldwide training. It's done in all Scout associations. And I tell you what, if you will drop down in the comments right now, what patrol were you in Wood Badge? Drop your patrol name or your critter down in the comments right now, and take home the Camp Rainy Mountain belt. This nice. Official Camp Rainy Mountain bison belt. Brand new, never been worn, straight out of the trading post at beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain. And it's got, so anyway, drop that down in the comments. What is your critter, your Wood Badge critter? If you've never been to Wood Badge, drop it down in the comments and let us know, hey, I'll be at the next one.
Yeah.
Let us know right now. First person up on the board gets the belt, and we'll display that in just a minute. We'll keep moving on in the show. Thank you guys for joining us again here on the 12 Points live stream. We've been talking about 12 upcoming activities, and next up is Spring Family Camping Weekend.
Yeah.
Where are we on the timeline here, by the way? I think this is close to the end. This might be number 12. So we're coming up on the end here. Anyway, Spring Family Camping Weekend coming up April 26th through the 28th. And it's open to all Scouts. Fishing, hiking, fun and games, crafts, shooting, campfire, guided hikes to Big Rock. And it's kind of the unofficial beginning of the summer camping season, right? Even though it's kind of still spring, but this is one of the biggest events that we put on every year. Spring Family Camping Weekend at beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain, it is going on. We're actually going to have a full show just about Spring Family Camping Weekend and Spring Fling coming up in a few short weeks. So I won't belabor that point, but the packs that go can tell you that they've had a great time. I think last year was the Pioneer theme. This year is outdoor adventure themed. So I think it's a jungle out there kind of thing. But so anyway, we're going to debut the theme and everything coming up soon here on a new live broadcast, talking about Spring Family Camping Weekend, one of the most fun, one of the biggest events that we put on every year at Camp Rainy Mountain, April 26th to the 28th. And that's I think that is point number 12 on the day. And Adam says 7 ounces of awesome. Bob White. And not to show favorites, Adam, but you get the belt.
Fantastic.
Not just for being a Bob White, but for being a loyal viewer and listener to the show. Welcome. And I know I'll be seeing you next weekend at the Pinewood Derby Cut Day. So be sure to get your prize from me there at the Scout Show. That is, I think that'll do it for us today, guys. That was all I had prepared for the show. Any other shout outs or comments down in the questions below? We try to keep it light and lean today. It's the 12 Points Luau, brought to you by the Muwogo Lodge, Order of the Arrow, celebrating service to the Northeast Georgia Council and our beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain. It wouldn't be the same without Muwogo Lodge and our friends at the Order of the Arrow. How was the banquet last night, Phil? I'm sorry I missed it.
It was incredible. We had 180 members of the lodge up there with us. Dining hall was completely packed out and full. Frank Eberhardt and his team did a fantastic job with the food.
Wow.
Had a lot of really great presentations and awards. And our own council president, Mr. Mike Levingood, came and spoke to the group about doing your duty. And it was a really special day.
Yeah, that's great. What a blessing for such a huge turnout all the way up at Camp Rainy Mountain. I know that's a long trip for most folks.
Mhm.
And we're just so blessed to have our lodge in the Order of the Arrow that helps to serve and get us ready for summer camp. Thought I'd put that slide back up there for you one more time, Phil.
Yeah, I think our lodge advisor just made a comment in there, Mr. Rusty Royston.
Yeah, let me blast that one back up there. It says there will also be 2 OA induction service weekends. You know, I thought about adding this to the slide deck today, but I think we're going to do a special presentation about upcoming OA events as well in a future broadcast. But definitely put this on your calendar if you're not sure where to go. It's muwogo.org is our website.
It is.
If you don't know anything about the Order of the Arrow, I invite you to join us at any one of our upcoming roundtables or message us. We'd like to tell you a little bit more about it. The OA serves our council in unique ways. There will also be 2 OA induction service weekends this spring, the 3rd weekends of March and May. Please let us know if you would like more information. Thanks for posting that for us, Mr. Rusty. I'm sorry I missed you at the banquet last night, but Happy New Year to all our OA friends. Adam says, sweet, thanks, Daniel. And then he also says, don't forget adult training opportunities. If you didn't we did talk about that. Somebody actually asked specifically about it at the Looparama and Advancerama upcoming at Central Gwinnett High School. And he's talking about a BLUE training in March 22 through 24. So
I believe that's also a weekend for IOLS as well, Intro to Outdoor Leadership Skills.
That's right. Yep. So IOLS BLUE multi-district is coming up in March. All this and more on our website, nega-bsa.org. That's our show for the day. Alex, Phil, Happy New Year. And
Happy New Year, everyone.
I'm warmed by our zeal for scouting and our love for the outdoors, even though it's too cold to be out there right now. And I'm still getting over this bit of nasal drip here. Hope that didn't come through on the show. And Rusty says, thanks to all 3. You know, that is I'm going to lean on you, Phil. That is our special guest for the next episode.
I think so.
I think so. I think we need to get Rusty on here. He would be
a couple of chapter chiefs.
He'd be a great person to
Let's let the viewers decide. Drop it down in the comments. Who wants to see Rusty on the? I would love to see Rusty on the show. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So, well, great guys. Thanks again for another good show and the start of our 2nd season. It's the 12 Points live stream broadcast here on Facebook and coming to you live now on our YouTube channel. Stay tuned. Stay with us. If you enjoy this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe and click that bell for notifications so you'll get a reminder of when we're going to upload another video or do another live stream. Stay with us. Stay tuned. And again, thanks for joining us today. Guys, any last comments or words of wisdom on the way out the door here?
Just thank you all for joining us again. We love doing this, and we'll see you in February.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll see you.
All right. We'll see you all soon. Let's see. Yes, I have lots of questions about OA. All right, Rusty.
That sounds perfect. I think
if you're still watching, Rose, one of our longtime viewers, is on the show a lot. She's from Etowah, and she has lots of questions. So that's it's a good way to get you connected with OA folks in Etowah. I think their chapter meetings are at the same time as their roundtables, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, message any one of us, and we'll get you connected in the right ways so that you can learn more about OA. troops out there should be scheduling, if you have not already, you should be scheduling your OA visit
Yeah.
and elections. We talked about that at Roundtable. She said, our chapter chief, Bella, said, as soon as possible. And then I piped up and said, that means today, folks. So
Yeah.
raise your
Hey,
hand if you're not scheduled. She's coming to get you right now.
And if I overheard correctly, I think Kanatalaga is at 65% scheduled. So
Is that the best in the thing or what?
It's probably up there.
We'll
I
get
think
there.
so.
We'll get there. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody, for joining us on the live stream today. And we'll see you soon.